G'day guys, DYLIEDOG here. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. So guys, in today's video we'll be taking a look at everything we saw in today's gameplay trailer, which included the new skins, Fuse's abilities, the new weapon, and the new part of Kings Canyon. So guys, let's get into the video. Now, as you can see at the moment in the background of this video, I am showing the new Season 8 gameplay trailer, and if you guys want to see the full thing with volume and everything, I will leave a link to it in the description below. Now, for only a 2.5 minute trailer, we actually did see quite a lot. But first of all, let's talk about the new skins that came in this trailer, and we'll start with the 3 new legendary battle pass skins. Now, first of all, we have this new legendary skin for Lifeline, which I actually really like, and I do like the design that Respawn are going with this season, with the biker theme. But to all the Bangalore mains out there, I think this is the best news you've got really since launch, to be honest, and that is finally a really good legendary skin, which you guys can be proud of, which I'll show on screen right now for you guys. Now, I'm not a Bangalore main myself, but I really think this is an awesome skin. The red dreadlocks matched with the biker theme is really amazing, and thank God Bangalore finally has an awesome legendary skin, because in the past, she probably hasn't received any sort of decent legendary skin from any sort of event or battle pass. Then the last legendary battle pass skin we saw in this trailer is the new reactive skin that we get at the end of the battle pass, and for this season's battle pass, what it looks like it's going to be for the Longbow. So you can almost definitely expect some sort of buff coming to the Longbow in the Season 8 patch notes. Now, there was one more legendary skin shown in this trailer, and that is for the new weapon in the 30-30 repeater, which I'll show on screen right now for you guys. Now, I actually don't mind the skin, but I will have to take a look at all the other skins the 30-30 repeater has before I choose this one. Now, we'll talk about the new weapon in a second, but I did just want to mention one more skin that was shown in this trailer, and that is a rare skin for Longbow, which I'll show on screen right now for you guys. Now, I assume this skin will be unlocked once you purchase the Season 8 Battle Pass at the start of all the purchasable items, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So now let's talk about the new legend and the new weapon coming in Season 8. So firstly, let's talk about Fuse. Now, he seems like he'll fit pretty nicely in the meta of Apex at the moment, from at least what we saw in the trailer today. Now, of course, it is hard to tell how good Legend will be just based on one gameplay trailer, but we did take a look at his new ultimate ability for the first time in the trailer, and it does actually look pretty deadly. The way that he loads up his gun and fires the strike in a certain area seems to work really well. I especially like how his ultimate hits the ground so quickly, and I think that ultimate will be really hard to avoid if directed properly. Now, thanks to Shrugtil, it seems his passive ability is slightly changed from what we talked about in a previous video. So Shrugtil says here, Fuse's passive launches grenades from his robotic arm with higher accuracy, range, and speed. So if Fuse is able to have higher accuracy, higher range, and faster speed with throwables, then man, that may actually be a little bit overpowered. Now, Shrugtil has also added that I'm thinking he will also be able to hold additional grenades, like Watson's passive allows her to hold 2 ultimate accelerants per slot. Man, grenade spam from Fuse may be the new meta heading into Season 8. But now let's talk about the new weapon in Season 8 being the 30-30 repeater. Now, this weapon seems very interesting. Not only does this gun seem like a beast in close range, but it also seems the 30-30 repeater may be a menace in mid to long range fights as well. Now, it also seems this new weapon has an interesting feature where you're able to charge up your shot to get higher damage. From what we can see in the trailer, when you tap the trigger button for the 30-30 repeater, it works like a G7 Scout. If you decide to hold the trigger down, it seems to charge up the shot to do higher damage. Now, in the last video, we did talk about the new attachments coming to Season 8 being the gold magazines. Now, in this trailer, we did see a little sneak peek into how the new mags will work in Season 8 when Rampart picks up the heavy gold mag on her Spitfire, and let's just say she's kind of shredded with it. Now, remember, Rampart does have a passive ability which helps her with LMGs, but the way she dropped 3 people without even having to reload was kind of insane. The last thing I wanted to talk about from this trailer was the new look at Kings Canyon. Now, Apex Legends did release some patch notes, which is talking about the reasoning behind the changes to Kings Canyon in Season 8. So if you guys want to read the full patch notes, I will leave a link to it in the description below, but I will just be going over the important info. So first, we take a look into the reasoning behind the changes that Respawn have made. So it says here that when revisiting Kings Canyon, we wanted to tell a story that would extend over the course of the season while expanding the size of the map overall and introducing new rotations throughout. The catalyst of all this was the epic ship crash in the north that opened up the new gameplay, new real estate, and a story thread we could pay off over time. To achieve this, we discussed what we wanted to resolve in Season 8 Mayhem. More attractive drop points in the northwestern part of the map, improved rotations of our northern locations to run off artillery containment and the pit, the easing of third partying by adding an entirely new section of the map which never existed before, thus giving more options for the initial drop. Thinning out the densely packed smaller POIs to give more breathing room and reduce combat choke points. Now, I don't mind making Kings Canyon bigger by opening up the back of the map. However, I don't think this will slow down third partying in Apex. However, I did like the idea an Apex YouTuber gave to help with third partying in Apex when Zeus tweeted out, "Dear Apex Legends, nice to see you recognize this issue, but on behalf of the community, I think there's more to be done. Making it so you can't hear gunshots 400 meters away would be a good option and lessen the load on the audio engine so you can hear more footsteps. Sincerely, Zeus." Now, we also had some information about the new areas coming to Season 8 where we have Crash Site, which seems like a very big location. Now, we also have some exploded areas, including some tunnels, and the exploded area around artillery, which opens up the northwestern area. So in this area, the new location is called Spotted Lakes, which is place where Slum Lakes was previously. So it says here, the devastation of the north was caused by flooding and wiped out some lakes off the map, and in its place is the new spotted lakes, which attributes its name from the unusual spots found in the flooded, contaminated waters. Now, Respawn have said that the tent structures create close-quarter combat opportunities with fast vertical zip lines that take you to the tops of tents for quick repositioning. The next new location is called Uncovered Bones. This area is placed between the new spotted lakes and runoff. Now, Respawn have said that this area is to make it easier to rotate to runoff. Now back to spotted lakes, there are 4 observation towers which can be raised like the blast walls on World's Edge. Now, these provide better vantage points for the snipers, but be warned, these towers can be heard rising from a long way away, so don't expect to raise these towers easily. Now there's one more new feature that's been placed on Kings Canyon, which works similar to the vault on World's Edge, which are these new mini vaults. These are not open with a vault key, instead these are opened by throwing either a frag, thermite or an arc star at the door to open. In these vaults, you will find a variety of items which include weapons, ammo and valuable attachments. Now before we do end the video, I do just want to give my first impressions of Season 8. Now firstly, I am really happy with the new Legend Infused. It doesn't seem too overpowered, but it does seem it will fit in the meta nicely. I think the new 30-30 repeater may be a little bit overpowered from what I saw in the trailer. It looks like it can do everything up close and in long range battles. This gun seems like it can do it all. Now I do like how Kings Canyon has become a lot bigger. My only issue is, after a few days of adding a new location onto a map, it tends to drop in popularity. So it will be interesting if the player base will spread out when jumping onto the map, or if Kings Canyon will still have a huge third-party issue. Now my biggest concern heading into Season 8 has to be the new gold magazines, especially on the LMGs for the Spitfire and the Devotion. Now yes, the trailer did just show a sneak peek, but I really didn't like what I saw about Ramparts shooting a whole magazine into 3 different people and knocking them down. I really don't want to be seeing a Spitfire being spammed all over Kings Canyon. Now the new mini vaults, I think may be the best thing to come to Apex Legends in a while. Now I know that may seem a bit weird, but Kings Canyon has a huge loot issue. Little loot vaults situated around the map could actually be very useful for finding extra loot. Alright guys, that is all the information I have for you in this video. So guys, before I go, I would like to remind you to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and also if you are new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on, as I post 3 to 4 videos a week of Apex Legends gameplay and also covering leaks, rumors and information about Apex Legends. But anyway guys, DYLIEDOG will catch you all later.